The Marvel Snap economy has never mattered more. You log in, you open the card shop, and now you've got two large levers to work with. You've got Snap Packs and you've got tokens. Now, Snap Packs feel exciting, of course. You one tap, you get some cards and some bonus things, and it's great. But then tokens also have the security involved of feeling more controlled. They're slower, but they're more guaranteed. So how do you balance the growth of your collection this year going into it? Today, that's what I want to break down. I want to talk about Snap Packs, why they're really working, the seasonal and the collector Snap Packs, how the token shop fits in with all of that as well. And we're going to walk through some real examples for early, mid, and late game accounts. My goal is by the end of the video that you have a much better idea of when to spend on Snap Packs, when to skip on Snap Packs, and when to use tokens specifically. We want to find that balance for you. That is the whole hope for this video. So let's jump in. Every choice you make with tokens now has a long tail. Snap Packs and the token shop both pull from the same resource. You either spend tokens now for a pack, or you save them to grab a specific card later. If you are free to play or a low spender, that decision decides how many new decks you can play each season. I hate to break it to you, but the truth is there is no single perfect answer. Snap Packs are better for one thing, and tokens typically, and saving them, are better for something else. So your job is to match the system to the situation. So a new count, a mid-game player, and almost complete, very different. So first, we need to fix something. Most people still talk about Snap Packs like the old spotlights, and that's just straight up wrong. Snap Packs are not the old spotlight caches. They don't use keys. It's a whole new system with a whole new set of rules. Snap Packs arrived with the April 2025 patch and fully replaced the entire Spotlight system. All old keys were converted to tokens, and they live entirely in the card shop, and they all share one core rule. Each Snap Pack guarantees an unowned card from its pool. No duplicates, those are gone. So now you get that, plus it gives you two more bonus rewards on top of it. And those bonus rewards can be tokens, credits, boosters, other cosmetics, and sometimes even more cards. So every pack is at least one card plus extra value on top of it. Now, there are two very big families of Snap Packs, right? You have the seasonal Snap Pack, and then you have the collector's Snap Pack. Those packs are very different because the seasonal pack includes all the Series 5 cards from the current season as well as the one season before it. So their pool is going to constantly be updating every season with the newest Series 5 releases because of that. Now, on the other end, you've got Series 4 packs, which are a little tiny bit different. You have the seasonal Series 4 packs, which are looking at the current season plus the two prior seasons. So Series 5 looks at one season prior, Series 4 looks at two seasons prior. But now on the other token of it, all puns intended, you've got the collector Snap Packs. You've got Series 5, you've got Series 4, and you've got Series 3. So the Series 5 collectors pack is going to have everything of this, every one of the Series 5 cards that is not sitting in the seasonal pack that you don't own. Same thing for Series 3 and same thing for Series 4 or 3 or 4 or 4 or 3. Is it 3-4? Is it 4-3? I'm just messing with my editor at this point. So yes, seasonal packs are the recent stuff in a smaller pool, and the collector's packs are everything else but a larger pool. And remember that each pack always gives you one unowned card plus two extra items. The extra items tend to lean more towards boosters and tokens most often, with a smaller chance at credits and cosmetics, but there is that micro chance of getting extra cards. And yes, if you ever pull a bonus card while you're complete of that series, you're just going to get tokens to compensate as like a refund essentially of that card for the series that that card was in. So no, you're not going to get nothing for it. You'll just get another card later because you can use those tokens afterwards. So on paper, that's how the Snap Packs work. Now we're going to line that up with the token shop path, because with the token shop, you basically have three main prices to look at. You have a guaranteed specific Series 5 card for 6,000 tokens, a guaranteed specific Series 4 card for 3,000 tokens, and then for the Series 3 cards, they're also available, but they're for 1,000 tokens. Now, with those tokens, you can pay a flat rate to buy that specific card that is currently pinned or rotating as it appears in the shop. So there's no randomness, there's no extra bonuses. You're gonna get that card. And the trade-off is pretty simple. Think about it. Snap packs, they're a little cheaper per series card, essentially, that you're getting out of there, but there is some randomness, a little bit, to the pool in which you're pulling from, versus tokens, which are much more specific. Therefore, they are a slight bit more expensive, but you do have much better targeting. If you go look at Marvel Snap Zone, Snap.fan, even creators like Lauren Whatevs, they've all come to the same conclusion. Snap packs are a discount on cards inside the pack pool, and tokens are full price but give you precise control. Now, your job is to pick when the discount is worth the randomness, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk through three different players. We're gonna look at early collection players, mid-game players, and almost complete players, because the best answer changes as your account grows. So the early collection player means that you're still missing a lot of Series 3 cards, and maybe you only have a couple Series 4, Series 5 cards sprinkled in there. So for you, the collector's Series 3 packs actually are a really good value. A Series 3 pack's only $6.50 for tokens, and they're always gonna give you a brand new Series 3 card. So if you bought a single Series 3 card from the shop, targeted, it's 1,000 tokens. So as long as your Series 3 pool is big, packs are cheaper per card, and you might get some extra stuff on top of it as well. Makes a lot of sense, right? But then the same idea also applies to Series 4 and 5, because the seasonal Series 4 packs are 2,500 tokens, and for one Series 4 card from a smaller recent pool plus bonuses, if you bought that specific card straight from the shop, you're gonna spend $3,000. So for early players, snap packs are usually better growth engines rather than specific cards, because as long as you pick packs that match the cards you actually want, I mean, it's so much better. It's a much better value. So for early accounts, there's a key rule I want you to keep in mind with this, that if most of the cards in that pack pool that you're looking for are the cards you want, snap packs are almost always going to be the better choice, almost every time. Cool? Cool. All right, now let's go to mid-game. The mid-game is you have almost all of Series 3. There's a decent chunk of Series 4, maybe a handful of Series 5s that you're missing. This is where it's going to get a little bit more interesting as you go through it, because you should start thinking more in pools now even further. You're going to shrink the pack pool that you care about and then buy those packs at a discount. So let's say you're close to full Series 4. Your collector Series 4 packs might only have 4 or 5 cards left in it. That's great. Each 2,000 token pack guarantees one of those cards. So that's cheaper to finish that pool out at 2,000 apiece rather than targeting each for 3,000 as you go through that. But as you go into the seasonal Series 5 packs and you make that same assessment, you got to look at how big the pool is. If it's a larger pool, the seasonal pack might make more sense. But if there's only one card you actually want, you've got to flex for it. You've got to figure that out, because if that seasonal pack has only one card you care about and 6 you don't, randomness now hurts you. There's this really tough flex here as you get into the mid game. But if you apply the rule of really focusing on the pack pool being small and has at least 2 or 3 of the cards that help you, the packs are great. But if it only now has like 1, maybe 2, save your tokens and get the really specific one. So as the pack pool shrinks, you're looking at your chances and your percentage chances to get the card you want. Now is when you start to specifically move that shift. Cool with that? Awesome. Let's go to the late game. The late game player. You're like almost done collecting if you're this person. You might be Series 3 complete, maybe almost Series 4 complete, maybe almost Series 5 complete. Okay, now for these accounts, the strategy is going to flip again. Use your tokens to stay complete for the older Series 5 cards. Right? But if there are any new Series 5 cards that drop into those packs that you didn't get there, well, now they've reduced down in in value. Now they went from 6,000 down to 5,000 down to 4,000. So you've got to watch to figure out when you want to spend for those cards. If it's a card you want right immediately to be meta relevant, you'll consider it in the immediate grab. But if there's only 2 cards in your seasonal Series 5 pack, a 50% chance, the $5,000 is then worth it, because now you have much better targeting and better chance. It is a little bit of control in here. You're really looking at, you're not looking at, I think is a better way to look at it, your raw card count. Because most late game players are going to do something like this. They're going to use tokens to grab the must-have cards day one. And they're looking at, should I let these fall down to series, to the collector for, 1,000 value before I decide to get it or not? Because if I can mop it up later for 4 grand and I don't need to have it week 1, why not just let it fall down over time? It's only going to be a little over a month before it hits the collector's packs because it's series 5. So you're feeling good about making new card decisions repeatedly because it's not that long for those to drop all the way down. So if you're a late game player, tokens for the cards that define your decks makes more sense. If you know specifically I want that exact card, that's when 6 grand is worth it. And then let it fall down through the packs and get down to a 4 grand value before you bring it into your collection. It makes a lot more sense to target when you are late game. I know I said a lot there, so let's turn it all into a single checklist that you can actually follow, right? Number 1, never open a snap pack just for hype, please. Okay. Number 2, always check how many useful cards could be in that pack. Number 3, use packs when the pool is small and good. 4, use tokens when the pool is huge or you want 1 card. And number 5, the earlier your account, the more you lean on packs. So remember, if you're early game, you're going to push the Series 3 collectors packs, pick up the seasonal packs when they clearly match the plan that you want to farm. The mid-game player is going to be alternating packs between, 2 or 3 cards in the pool that are strong for you. Awesome. But then you've got tokens for the 1 meta card that you can't live without. And the late game player is using tokens to stay ahead on e-releases, then cleaning up the leftovers with the collector's packs once the pools are tiny. So if you follow that, your account is going to grow with a purpose, and it's not just going to be absolute random hype all the time. So which grows your collection faster? In the short term, snap packs are going to throw more new cards at you, especially if the pool is small. In the long term, tokens are going to give you cleaner, more focused selections. But the truth is you actually need both. So snap packs feed the excitement, and the tokens are going to push the right direction that you're trying to go down. So your job is to line those systems up with where your account is right now. And if you want, drop your collection level and how many Series 3, 4, or 5 cards you own down in the comments. Let's create a plan together. Let's work together, take this information, and help each other out and build our collections the way that we need to as a community. So I appreciate y'all as always. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. I'll see you next time.